Eden at the time that I was there. So you're right, Kate. You know, it was a self-contained world, and it was an oral world, and it was a world of different myths and of a different people. And so I grew up with a wonderful father who would tell these fantastic stories, and they were stories of whakapapa. So that when I came out into the world, the wider world, which happened when I was around about 18, you know, like all boys, you run away from mum. So I was actually trying to get as far away from my mother as possible. And then I realized, well, there is a world out there to be conquered. So I thought to myself, I would really love to be a writer. I thought to myself, I should engage with the problematic of Māori Pākehā relationships, and with that problematic of an evolving literature. And it's been amazing, hasn't it, Kate? Because, you know, the literature of poetry, New Zealand literature of poetry of you and Anna and Paula, and of the children's stories. There's an astounding movement now in New Zealand for children's literature, isn't there? And then, of course, non-fiction. Peter and I had a room next to each other.
At uni?
At Auckland University. And so he would come in, I think he would come in the afternoon sometime and stay all night. And I would come in the morning, and he did, Helen. But we would often have these conversations about the health and the well-being of our literature. And Paula, for instance, she and I were involved in the Frankfurt Book Fair. So, you know, together we've tried to engage that question that you're talking about. And in my case, I've also now begun to try to engage the literature on the wider scale, the global, I call it, you know, Māori and Pacific literature, Māori and Indigenous literature, and try to displace that definition of New Zealand literature and try to recreate, as we all have, all of us who are writers here today, to ensure that the New Zealand that they're going to grow up with is the New Zealand that we hope for them and that we expect for them, rather